Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? We are going to start the opening of the 13th Annual International Symposium of Foreign Language Learning, or the 13th AISOFOLL, in a few minutes. And before starting, we kindly request everyone to mute your microphone and turn on your camera. The Honorable Dr. Nityantini Kumarawal, Learning Innovation and Information Specialist of SEAMEO Secretariat, Board of Directors or representatives of SEAMEO Centers Indonesia, representative of education offices, partner universities, partner institutions, Acting Director of SEAMEO Kitab and Language, Ardian Diaan Muniro, PhD, Deputy Director for Program, Ms. Esra Nelvi M. Siagian, and Deputy Director for Administration, Dr. Misbah Fikrianto, and last but not least, our keynote speakers, invited speakers, presenters, participants, all distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to the opening ceremony of the 13th AISOFOLL. My name is Anissa Nuria and I'm the master ceremony for the symposium. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to read the agenda of the opening ceremony as follows. First, video presentation of the national anthem of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya, followed by SEAMEO colors and SEAMEO song. Next, welcoming remarks by Acting Director of SEAMEO Kitab and Language, opening remarks by Dr. Nityanantini Kumarawal, Learning Innovation and Information Specialist of SEAMEO Secretariat. Last but not least, group photo session. Next, we are going to show you the rules of the symposium. Please pay attention and follow the rules for the writing of Zoom display name and requirements to get e-certificate. So, in order to get the e-certificate, you have to attend the symposium for 2 days and complete the attendance form as well as evaluation form. Ladies and gentlemen, to start our agenda, we kindly invite you to see the presentation of the national anthem of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya, and followed by SEAMEO colors and SEAMEO song.
Di sana aku berdiri, It's time to open our eyes to a bright and promising future. We'll rise to the call of the times and create a stronger tomorrow.
Let's start to make a difference, teaching everyone to learn. Through science, health, and technology, we will share our expertise. By promoting knowledge and policies, we can build a better world.
Let us take a stand for our visions alone, making future plans for the people to grow in a life filled with happiness and green. Here at SEAMEO, building the future is our legacy.
We'll achieve our goals through partnership, creating opportunities. By working hand in hand, we can accomplish all our dreams. For a better quality of life is now within our reach.
Let us take a stand for our visions alone, making future plans for the people to grow in a life filled with happiness and green. Here at SEAMEO, building the future is our legacy. Let us take a stand for our visions alone, making future plans for the people to grow in a life filled with happiness and green. Here at SEAMEO, building the future is our legacy. Building the future is our legacy. At SEAMEO,
Ladies and gentlemen, may we invite Acting Director of SEAMEO Kitab and Language, Ardian Diaan Muniro PhD, to deliver welcoming remarks. To Ardian Diaan Muniro PhD, the screen is yours.
Distinguished Learning Innovation and Information Specialist, SEAMEO Secretariat, Dr. Nithyanantini Kumarawal, Board of Directors or representatives of SEAMEO centers in Indonesia, representatives of partner institutions and universities, representatives of Education Office for province or regency, distinguished keynote speakers, invited speakers and presenters, deputy directors of SEAMEO Kitab in Language, distinguished guests, all participants, SIGIL staff and the symposium committee, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. First of all, let us praise and express our gratitude to the God Almighty for His blessing and this opportunity to gather virtually for the opening ceremony of the 13th Annual International Symposium of Foreign Language Learning, AISOFOLL SEAMEO Kitab in Language. It's my great pleasure and honor to greet and welcome you to this symposium. This is the third year we are holding AISOFOLL virtually due to COVID-19. COVID-19 has proved a challenge for language teachers, researchers, education personnel, and even students. Efforts to tackle this are underway in the form of online teaching or distance education with the use of educational internet resources and specified communication platform. Yet, teachers are forced to develop necessary competencies within the new educational format. We cannot ignore the fact that inadequate digital skills and poor internet connections on the part of either teachers or students have also contributed to the challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, this situation is further exacerbated by the demand or complicated issues of the Industrial Revolution 4.0 and Society 5.0 environment that we are facing now. It's a society that is swamped with automation and artificial intelligence. These technological innovations position human beings at the center of technological transformation and industrial automation stimulated by Industry 4.0. This implies that language teachers are also challenged to prepare students or future graduates who are not only competent in language and technological skills, but also those who are able to become future leaders, who are ready to face unknown changes, who have creative thinking and entrepreneurship skills that robots are unable to perform. Here in the advanced era, the need for better communication and collaborative skills will be far more important than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, to deal with these challenges, language teachers, education personnel, researchers need to keep up with the new trends in language teaching. And I believe this could be done, among others, through active participation in the 13th International Symposium of Foreign Language Learning, or AISOFOLL. This symposium will provide us a forum to learn and share current research and good practices in language teaching. It will offer us a variety of topics, plenty of material for reflection and use in language teaching, as well as in policy development at the national and regional levels. It covers language teaching approaches, methods, and strategies in the present day, new ways to use media in language teaching, novelty of language teaching material development, assessment development in the advanced era, and tendency of the present classroom discourse and strategies to deal with it. Invited guests, speakers, ladies and gentlemen, this symposium will be held over 2 days, on the 27th and 28th October 2022, via an online mode with 7 keynote speakers. Dr. Matthew E. Poner from Pennsylvania State University, United States of America. Professor Robert Goodwin Jones from Virginia Commonwealth University, United States of America. Dr. Gumawang Jati from ITEL, Indonesia. Professor Nigel Harwood from the University of Sheffield, United Kingdom. Professor John M. Norris from Education Testing Service, Japan. Professor Ninyoman Padmadewi from Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha, Indonesia. And Dr. Yuichi Ono from University of Tsukuba, Japan. In addition, there will be 7 invited speakers and 17 presenters. This symposium is attended by participants from 17 countries: Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei Darussalam, the Philippines, Thailand, Myanmar, Cambodia, Mongolia, South Korea, India, Pakistan, Nepal, Turkey, Uzbekistan, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, and Australia. Thank you very much to all parties participating in the symposium. We believe the presence of language education experts, as well as language teachers and education personnel, will bring success to this symposium. Let's continue bringing together our spirit to advance language education in the Southeast Asian region. We hope your participation in the symposium is to the fullest extent possible. The result will be 2 days that are both stimulating and rewarding. Finally, would like to invite Dr. Nithyanantini Kumarawal, Learning Innovation and Information Specialist of SEAMEO Secretariat, to deliver an opening remark and officially open the 13th Annual International Symposium of Foreign Language Learning, AISOFOLL SEAMEO Kitab in Language. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you, Ibu. Next, as our main agenda, may we invite Dr. Nithyanantini Kumarawal, Learning Innovation and Information Specialist of SEAMEO Secretariat, to deliver remarks and officially open the 13th AISOFOLL. To Dr. Nithyanantini Kumarawal, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Dr. R. Diantia An Moniro, Acting Center Director, SEAMEO QTAP in Language, Sikil, Indonesia. To the distinguished speakers and esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, a perfect morning to all from Bangkok, Thailand. It is an honor to present at this event on behalf of Dr. Ethel Agnes Vespa Valenzuela, Director of SEAMEO Secretariat. As you all may have already known, there is an increasing emphasis on inclusion and equity in education in the 21st century. Learning a language other than the mother tongue is integral to inclusive education since it encourages intercultural understanding, tolerance, and respect for diverse social groups. As Frank Smith, a Canadian psycholinguist, said, one language sets you in a corridor for life. Two languages open every door along the way. Out of 7 priorities in SEAMEO education agenda, addressing barriers to inclusion is our second priority, in alignment with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal for quality education. We see that foreign language competency is an essential skill contributes to the digital era. Mastering a foreign language expands learners' educational opportunities and increases their access to educational resources, thus contributing significantly to achieving the goal of inclusive and equitable education. Moreover, in this digital age, learning materials and resources are available free of charge and can be accessed via numerous open learning resources. As we all know, the COVID-19 pandemic has adversely impacted and disrupted the education sector. In many ways, educational institutes have been forced to close and resources resorted to distant learning. We have seen learning losses even before the pandemic, and the number has amplified more during this period. In addition, educators and learners found themselves in an increasingly evolving world where teaching and learning are no longer confined to the four corners of the classroom. More than the learners, the teachers needed to embrace these new and innovative ways of teaching. Open educational resources, learning management system, flexible learning, and flipped classrooms are added to the usual books, face-to-face lectures, and presentations of teachers. The teachers that are generally stand in front of the class are transported to the online platform and converted into video clips broadcast on national television or radio. Massive investment in producing learning materials in print, audio, video, and online modalities on a scale that was never anticipated or even thought possible. Undeniably, the worlds of work and education are driven into accelerating digitalization by the COVID-19 pandemic. Although the scenarios are different for each country, digitization is inevitably creating new demands for new teaching approaches, materials, and programs. In this regard, innovative practices, research, and modern perspectives on a new trend in language education in various contexts in the post-COVID-19 era must be exchanged. These must be adapted at the regional and national levels to promote diversity, inclusion, and equity in language and literacy education. Therefore, we are delighted that SEAMEO QTEP in Language has organized the 13th Annual International Symposium of Foreign Language Learning with the theme Keeping Up with the New Trends in Language Teaching, promptly to highlight the effort in developing language education in the region and promoting international cooperation among language professionals. This important event took significant time, dedication, and hard work behind the scenes. We are also blessed to have speakers and experts from United States of America, United Kingdom, Japan, and Indonesia, sharing their knowledge and experience from the field, and presenters from the respected schools and universities in Philippines, Indonesia, and SEAKIL partners universities. This two-day event undoubtedly brings Southeast Asia closer to enhancing regional understanding, cooperation, and unity of purpose for the cross-regional development of language education through the establishment of networks and partnership, as well as providing fora for language educators and experts. We also want to convey our sincere appreciation to esteemed language teachers, educators, and researchers for your tremendous support for this meaningful symposium of SEAMEO QTEP in language. The SEAMEO, with its 26 centers and network, 11 member countries, and associate and affiliate members, is committed to providing equal access to all learners essential learning opportunities through education delivery and management innovations to promote the sustainable development of human capital. Never before have we felt the need to work together to achieve a common goal. By amplifying our strength through collaborative and strategic partnership, I am confident we will triumph over all these difficulties to sustain education activities. Lastly, I would like to thank SEAMEO QTEP in language and esteemed speakers for your effort and hard work in organizing this significant event to connect education stakeholders and language professionals. I wish you all a successful and fruitful symposium. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, we will proceed with the group photo sessions. There will be 3 group photo sessions. For the first photo sessions, may we kindly request Dr. Nityanantini Kumarawal, Learning Innovation and Information Specialist of SEAMEO Secretariat, all keynote speakers, Professor John M. Norris, Professor Nigel Harwood, Dr. Gumawang Jati, and Board of Directors of SEAMEO QTEP in Language to open your camera and put your best pose. I will count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. For the second group photo session, may we invite all invited speakers and presenters to open your camera and put your best pose. I will count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. The last photo session, may we invite all participants to turn on the camera. I will count to 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the opening ceremony of the 13th AISOFOLL. We kindly announce that plenary session 1 will start at 10:30 a.m. Jakarta time after the break, with the agenda presentation by Professor John M. Norris, Professor Nigel Harwood, and Dr. Gumawang Jati. With all due respect, we would like to inform that the distinguished guests are welcome to stay in the meeting room, or if you have other agenda, you may leave the room. Thank you very much for your kind participation.